how about some Zion Williamson talk here, man? There's been a lot of, very troubling reports if you're a Pelicans fan, but also just a hoop fan that wants to see the kid do well or, just play at a high level that we know he can play at. But apparently the reports are saying that he doesn't want to listen to his trainers or nutritionists about dietary plans to actually better his body, maybe chop off 10 to 15 pounds or whatever it is for actual playing weight, like how we seen him last year. There's also guys like Shaq and Charles Barkley saying that he doesn't run hard. He doesn't try to create for himself or others.
Charles said Zion looks like him and Shaq had a baby.
Yeah, it's
a little combination of both. Didn't his trainer or dietitian quit or get fired at some point this year or something like that, or in the off season? I thought I saw something like that because there was an old trainer of his that posted something on his Instagram story or something that was questioning his weight, and it was just it seemed like he was taking a shot at Zion and his current trainers and stuff. But regardless, before I give my 2 cents, I just kind of want to give I want to say this quote word for word that Stephen A. Smith said on First Take, because it is one of the best quotes that I've actually have heard on live television.
Yes.
Stephen A. Smith, he goes, "I'm not exaggerating, I'm quoting people. You got chefs in New Orleans who love him. They're looking for him. Every chef there wants to meet him. The word out on Zion Williamson is that he'll eat the table." What does that mean, Stephen A. Smith? That's just a crazy quote, to the point where the next day, apparently Stephen A. Smith said that Zion's stepdad called him talking about it and stuff like that. So he was just kind of clarifying, we want you to succeed. Talking about I meant it. I said he looked fat. I meant it. I'm not stuttering. If you're listening, we want you to succeed, whatever. It's just it's an unfortunate situation because this is something that's controllable, right? It's not like Zion Williamson's been out the last few years, or he's had his injuries and stuff like that, and those types of things hold a player back from being on the floor, being healthy. But when you have something along the lines of weighing too much or being too big, that's just having no self-restraint, and that's just having no self-control, where you're doing something that you could easily stop. You're doing something that is, your career isn't going in the right trajectory because of what you're doing, the decisions that you're making on your body. And it's, putting yourself in the bad limelight. It's making you unhealthier. It could lead to, this or that, whatever, more stress on your knees because you're already a big dude, you're a high flyer. It's, I don't know. I don't feel bad for him. I guess I don't feel bad for him because this is something that he can control. Like I said, he should be on top of. He's a professional basketball player. This is his job. But yeah, it's just, I don't get it how it keeps it's one day he's gotten huge and stuff. Then he starts to look skinny again. Then all of a sudden he got big again. So it's been a weird timeline. I hope Zion just kind of figures it out and just, realizes that he could be one of the best players in the NBA if he stays healthy and he treats himself right. Because that's from day one, from high school, from college, that's what the expectations were. And since he's been in the league, he's kind of just he's not even the best player in his team right now, So I hope he changes some stuff around because I want him to be one of the upper echelon players in the league. But right now he's just not.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, the thing is, I don't think I really have much else to add to anything you said. I mean, it's disappointing. I just look at it from a
disappointing. Standpoint. That's a good word for it. It's like your parents, they saying, "I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed. You're still playing good, but I'm disappointed because you could be averaging 30." You know what I mean?
I don't know. I just feel like if I was in his shoes, which clearly I'm not, but if I was a freak athlete, 6'6", playing weight should be around 275, 280, or whatever it is, whatever the goal is out for him. I don't have any other responsibility but to play basketball and get better at basketball and also train my body to make sure that I'm fit for basketball. Because, hey, guess what? I signed a contract that states I get paid as long as I do what I need to do on and off the court, which is winning games, making an All-NBA team, possibly getting to the playoffs, the Western Conference Finals, or however far you can take them. but you're just not doing those necessary steps prior to actually playing where you're supposed to be dedicated to this shit for the rest of your life. Like maybe we just
Yeah.
don't get it because we're not pro athletes, but I feel like to some degree with my mindset, if I was a pro athlete and I knew I was good enough to play on that level, I am going to follow the LeBron route, no matter what sport I play. But the fact that you also play basketball and you see this man spends $1 million+ on his body, but he's also a billionaire.
Yeah.
And you could be in that same kind of realm if you do the same kind of things because you have that similar type of freakish athleticism. LeBron's a unit. He's 6'9", 260 or 250, whatever. You're a unit. You're
He can
6'6",
do this.
300.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Like, you guys, both LeBron and Zion, are physical specimens that don't walk through the NBA every 25 years. It's like every 50 years or so, we're going to see some crazy anomaly that could be built up like that. Like Wembanyama, right? 7'4", but dribbles like a guard. Like those are types of players, archetypes that don't come through often. We see the 6'2" point guards, the 6'5" shooting guards, the 6'10" center, whatever. He's 6'6", 290+ pounds, and he could move like a LeBron or like a Derrick Rose in his prime or whatever. So the fact he's not taking care of his body is why everybody on social media throws the man under the bus because, dude, you're getting all this money to hoop.
You're getting all this money to spend it on McDonald's and fast food and pizza and all that shit. I read, like, it's disappointing. Like, all these things you said in your contract, you're supposed to perform on the court, take care of your body, make an all-star team, an all-NBA team, make the playoffs, this and that. Those are all so easily accomplishable. Like, you can easily do that. And it's like, we're not professional players. So it's like, we can't put us in their shoes, right? But it's like, you have one responsibility. It's like, I get it. Eating good food, you're in New Orleans. There's a lot of good food down there, a lot of fried food. And I get it. Like, it can be tempting sometimes and all that stuff. I love eating unhealthy, greasy, fried food. It's amazing, but it's terrible for you. So you have to have that self-restraint, which he clearly doesn't. And it's like, I'd like to think if I was a professional athlete like Zion, and I'm in his position where I know the talent I have, I know the potential, I know where my career can take me if I keep doing the right things, I wouldn't be even near sniffing fast food, all this dirty, greasy food. It's just like, it's a sacrifice, but like the payoffs are so... Be like Charles Barkley, play in the NBA, be one of the strongest, fittest, crazy athletic guys, and then blow up like a balloon when you're done, and then do Weight Watchers, and then do this whole ad thing when you're in your 50s, 60s. Go down that route if you want, but like, these are the years where you're supposed to be, again, taking care of yourself, doing everything you can to be successful and get more money. So when your career's over, do whatever the fuck you want. But like, now, it's disappointing. It's disappointing.
I got two things I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
One, cheat day is supposed to be one day, not every day.
Yeah.
Okay?
Limit him to one day a week where you can have a few large pizzas and some
even the Rock has a cheat day, and he looks like Zeus. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think he might be on something, but that's for a different episode. But yeah.
Secondly, Zion is so damn talented that he could not only be the face of the league, but he could take the Pelicans to the NBA Finals or to the Western Conference Finals to match up with a team like a Denver Nuggets, the LA Lakers. They are that good when he is healthy and ready at his good playing weight. That's how talented Zion is. You said he's not the best player on his team, and it's like, bullshit, he is. He just doesn't act like it.
Right. No, I mean, he should be, but like, he doesn't look like it all the time. He really doesn't. That's
what's weighing down the Pelicans right now.
Yeah, no, it's tough, man. And they go as far as he takes them, and right now it doesn't seem like they're going to be going too far. And it's like, we talked about it years ago, like faces of the league, like Tatum, Luka, Zion, like all these names, and now Zion isn't even, like, no one even talks about him anymore when it comes to faces of the league. Like, it's a fast changing league. Like, people get replaced a lot. Like, people, like, all these new stars come out, people go away, whatever. But like, Zion should be that guy that should be the face, one of the staples of the league for the next 10 years. And right now, it's not looking like he's going to be that.
Right now, the Pelicans are 13-11. Just real quick, what is their ceiling? Like, just based off of what we're talking about. I mean, obviously, that goes off your personal opinion as well. Do you think you'll get in shape and all that good stuff? But where are the Pelicans finishing this year? Like, playoff,
I mean,
play-in?
if they keep going the way that they are, I still think that they're a play-in team for sure. I think that they're like a 6 to 8 seed in that range. I can see them like making the playoffs and skipping the play-in. But if Zion's like doing things the right way, taking care of himself, they were the number 1 seed in the Western Conference last year. I know the Timberwolves are doing crazy this year and they're doing really well. I think the ceiling for a team like the Pelicans is like a number 1 seed, a Western Conference appearance, maybe even a finals appearance, if depending on your matchup. I do think that the Pelicans have a good enough roster. They're deep. They have a lot of different good, talented players that offer a bunch of different stuff. And you have, Ingram there and CJ McCollum, 2 other 20-plus point per game scorers. Like, you have everything you need. You just need to put the pieces of the puzzle together. And the biggest piece, literally, that you got to put in here is Zion. And once that figures itself out, I think the sky's the limit. But right now, I think that they're nothing more than a play-in, borderline playoff team.
That's fair. I mean, you talking about him being the biggest piece. He's looking for the last piece right now. So I just
he
need
probably ate it. He may have ate it. That's why they're looking for it still.
Just please, Zion, for the love of God, just slim up, man.
Please, man. Just lose a few pounds, 10, 15 pounds. That's it.